My name is Branimir Lazanic and I'm principal at Penrith Lakes Environmental Education Centre. I've been in education business for about 15 years now, starting out as a high school teacher and an environmental committee coordinator, and always looking for inquiry-based, real-world projects for kids to do. And the kids gave me this name, Mr. Tall Brilliant, because I've got long legs. Kitchen Gardens has been an idea on my mind for a few years, but this one project we've started doing this year with a few schools has been the standout.
And the rice salad, which you loved. Who here, before we started this program, really didn't like eating vegetables? Be honest. Yeah. Student engagement at our school is quite high. So what it's done is actually influenced the way they learn, so their attention to their learning, the fact that they get the confidence to try new things.
Being collaborative, being able to work as part of a group, being able to think critically and creatively, being able to contribute effectively to society, being able to look after yourself and build your own life, like healthy eating, looking at your own well-being.
The Kitchen Garden project has helped me learn new skills. I now know how to make Vietnamese spring rolls and I do it at home.
Without well-being, you can't have any learning in the first place.
It's grown across the school, the enthusiasm that we have, that amount of kids, over 100 kids come recess and lunches, want to give up their recess and lunch just to work in the garden. That speaks volumes beyond curriculum.
Kitchen Gardens, the way it works is basically a class and the teacher having 1 hour a week, regular timetable lessons in the garden, and 1 hour a week in the kitchen doing cooking. So the kids are involved in growing their own produce, harvesting it.
I grew it from the seed exactly.
There you go.
Whoa!
How do you feel, mate?
Good.
Preparing it and sharing it. Can I try a little bit? Delicious. That's good. Real good.
So we have some lettuce and peas and some lovely radishes.
You can incorporate PDHP, geography, art, science.
They can understand growing patterns, seasons. You can go there for math and you can have a look at growth over time periods. And then of course you take it into the kitchen and the kids have to do lots of things in regards to measurement.
If we have 4 of these, it would potentially fill up the whole cup, wouldn't it? Some of our maths, like when we use our fractions.
The Kitchen Garden program I was first introduced to at a principals conference, and Bran did a presentation, and I jumped straight on the opportunity because I could see that it would integrate really well into some processes that we already had going here around our vegetable gardens. And so the support unit started the vegetable gardens, and all our special needs children there. It's really improved their engagement with school and their interactions with each other.
There's not a lesson, there's not a subject that can't be taught in the garden. And with that, we teach the kids that failure is acceptable. You can fail out here because you're in partnership with Mother Nature. She's running the show. We had corn that was really good, ready to go. The winds came and destroyed it all. No fault of these kids, but they failed, and it wasn't their fault. It taught them resilience and that it is okay to fail. Let's pick it up and let's go again. We composted and had reused all that stuff and had another season with it all. You will get knocked down in life and in the garden, and it shows you how to get back up.
So I think it's a really amazing program because it's so accessible to kids of all ability levels. We also find that the kids are so engaged in the hands-on, real-life learning that takes place in the garden. They love being outside and they love that this learning has a purpose for them, and it's real-world learning that they can see how they can use it in their own lives.
You tuck it all in, okay? Watch this. And then I roll the ears. I call them the ears to my kids. My kids love this. We roll the ears, and watch this now. I go whooshka, and there's a perfectly made Vietnamese roll.
We've also noticed a huge improvement in kids' behaviour and moods in the classroom after they come in after gardening. They're much calmer and they've got a much more positive attitude towards learning in the classroom once they've come back inside because they're so successful in the garden.
Today's the first ever Kitchen Garden Expo and it's very exciting. We've got presentations in the morning from each school about their journey.
Stage 3 over 2 terms set up some vegetable garden beds in part of our school that was an unused space.
what they've learned, what they've enjoyed the most.
3 classes working with Stuart to breed and maintain the 19 garden beds that we have set up around our school.
And then in the afternoon we've got the Great Australian School Cook-Off, where each school students will get mixed up and they'll cook off in teams.
There's cauliflower, capsicum, onion, tomato.
We've got some naan bread, we've got Vietnamese rice paper rolls, we've got a salad of imagination, we've got a number of dishes going on.
2 of us went out to harvest stuff and then the rest of us stayed in here, got ingredients and started.
And they're going to prepare a meal that is going to be tasted by the judging panels, which is made up of the directors and the school principal here.
I have to say that from the very beginning I was looking for the freshness in the food, and as a result I have, for my personal choice, equally first, as you can see on my plate, the bok choy salad and the Asian rice paper wraps. So congratulations to those people, because they were
My dream is that every school has a kitchen garden program where kids are engaged, they're learning, they're loving it, they're developing themselves and their educational and life skills through it. I passionately believe that the kitchen garden program is one of the best value for money, value for time, things that we could be doing for our students, for our citizens of the future, because it develops, as I said, the foundational educational skills and also that whole child life development, life skills as well.